So here we are on day 2 of our phase 3, which is the max strength ramp. We're going to start out with an agility set of square hops. You're going to do 5 seconds in one direction, trying to go all the way around, 5 seconds. Once the athlete has done 5 seconds, you give them about a 45-second break, and then you're going to repeat in the opposite direction. You're going to continue doing that until you've done 2 sets in each direction with a 45-second break in between. Then we go into our strength set. Our first strength set is made up of 2 exercises. We're going to aim for about 8 repetitions each. So if your athletes can do 8 reps of this with no problem, of the pull-up here, you might want to load them with a little bit of weight in between their legs. So a mixed grip pull-up, one hand one way, one hand the other. So because you're doing a couple of sets here, what I would do is do your first set all one way, second set, switch hand grip, doing it the opposite way, third set, do half your reps one way, half your reps the other way. You're going to sequence that mixed grip pull-up with a loaded hip thrust. So again, you may need to do a warm-up set here before you get the athletes into the weight that they can actually tolerate. You're trying to find a weight that's going to challenge your athletes in about 8 repetitions. So you're going to place the weight on the thighs, you can have the hands behind the hips, legs just a teeny bit apart. If the athletes aren't sure if the weight's going to stay stable, they can have fingertip pressure here, but it's quite stable once you position it properly. Drop the hips, explode the hips up, control down, explode up. As you're exploding up, you're making sure you're not coming into back extension. So you're going to do 3 sets of those 2 exercises sequenced together before you go into your final set. Tall kneeling, single arm shoulder press. You're going to take a weight, go into a lunge position, shoulder down and back. You're going to press up and slowly control down. Pressing up, slowly control down. And then you'll take it to the other side. Make sure you're squeezing through the support leg glute. Finally, we're going into our single leg deadlift. So you're going to take the bar, again, picking it up with good position, setting the shoulders down and back, weight loaded through the heel. If you can, get the athletes to load this if they find that this is too easy for 8 repetitions. So I'm hinging down, nice flat back, squeezing to come back up. Controlling down, thinking about lifting through that support arch and coming back up. So I'm aiming to get about parallel to the ground and then squeezing through the glute to come back up, making sure I'm maintaining good posture. Again, 8 repetitions per side. I said finally, it's not the final exercise. We've got 2 more in this sequence. We've got side lying external shoulder rotation. So you're going to take yourself onto a bench. You're going to lie down with your head supported. Anchor the elbow into the side. Set the shoulder down and back. And you're doing an external shoulder rotation and then releasing down. External shoulder rotation, releasing down. Watch that the athletes don't cheat with the wrist, so the wrist stays blocked nice and firm. With that one, 12 to 15 reps aside, and you can refer to your sheets to get all the exact rep range. Finally, for real this time, I'm going to take a small tube with not too much resistance, just a little bit. You're going to place it around one leg, cross it, put the other leg through, and bring it so that it's just up above the kneecap. You're going to get into a side lying kneeling bridge. Set the shoulders down and back. Imagine that you're gluing your heels together. The first movement is a clamshell opening, then I release the heels, and then I pull them back together and down. So it's clamshell open, release the heels, and back down. So it's a combination of an internal and an external rotation. And you're doing 15 of those per side, making sure I'm lifting out of that shoulder.